neighbors or if it's the person behind you, then at break you might go, he was talking about you. Fix that. Seriously, this is family. We're all family. This is one thing I love about the Acapella Syndicate. We're all family. And if a guy's biffing it, we go up to him and we say, you're biffing that note right there. You got to fix that. And of course we're men. And we kind of don't care if we hurt somebody's feelings. And I get that you want to be nice. I understand that you want to but this is a little different. This is like the person that's having trouble shooting free throws. You want to say, it's because you're actually not pointing at the basket. Basket's there, you're shooting over there. This is an athletic thing, and we're just trying to help you get the right result. So if one of your mates is messing that up, they're not doing it on purpose. They don't know.
Yeah.
Help them out. Okay? Because otherwise, we can weed through here and we can find the person that's doing it. Or you can just become self-aware. Am I really on the pitch of my neighbor? One or both of us is wrong. Right? All right, good. So stay right there in that moment. And then, I never could tell you. Right? Okay. Here we go. Baritones, when you come in on summertime, a little more S on that first S, because it's like summertime, summertime. A little more S from the baritones.
When I back it off on baritones, they're backing off.
But they're not putting an S on. You're very artistic. It just doesn't sound like the word. We need an S. So now we're starting to tell the story. Remember, it's, man, I never can tell you I loved you. That summer of long ago. And then you're repeating it. Now you're gaining confidence. You're gaining rapport. You say, did you feel it too? I never could tell you I loved you, but darling, we had a magic moment. I know you felt it too. And that's part of it. So let that emotion infuse your voice and infuse your volume, right? We don't have to think of, okay, it's quiet, and now it's louder, and now it's louder, okay? We have to think of the story. Stay in the story, stay in the moment. Let's start it, I never could tell you. And you start right at the chorus. Have to give them a pulse. They have a hard time seeing that, so it can be. So go ahead and have a little. So have it's acceleration. Okay. So you went. That's hard to see, but this is easier to see.
Okay.
That little acceleration will make it easier for them.
Back here.
It's fine. I love that. I love that because they got right with you, but then accelerate. You have all this space that you can show them. Here it comes. Here's the breath. Because they're taking that emotional breath. I know. Take that emotional breath right there. Where are you? Yeah, there you go. Good. He did it exactly right. You didn't all follow him, but that's exactly what we want. That's exactly it.
We're all getting coached today.
Seriously, I need coaching.
It's very important.
Seriously,
yes.
It's most important that
I get the most important job.
And you know why that is? Because come Tuesday night, who's here? Not me. All right? Yeah. Trust me, Sunday's not going to be a fun day for me. Don't you remember it? But the thing is, if he learns to remind you of the shape of that, like we did on the entrance, that summertime entrance, now he's showing you that entrance, and it's brilliant every time. You know, you did perfect, Bill. Don't change your thing right there.
I never could tell you I love you.
Great. So this time I want you to see the person. I want you to close your eyes just a moment. Imagine that. We know what the storyline is. When you open your eyes, I want you to see him, and I want you to start singing. Here we go. And open your eyes.
I never could tell you I love you. That summer of long ago, I never could tell you I love you, but darling, I loved you so.
Emotional breath after we go. I never could tell you I love you. That summer of long ago. More confidence. I never could tell you I love you. Darling, I loved you so. Do you remember? We're asking a question. So that's a thought. T would call it a beat. She would say that's a beat. That we talk about beats in theater, right? So there's a beat right there, which is a change of thought, all right? A change of direction emotionally. We've said these things, we've gotten more confidence, we've shown that we're still in love, and then we say, don't you remember? It was fantastic. That's that change of thought. Let that show on your face when you get to that point.
Okay? We wanted to do you remember? Da, 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 da.
Well, that's what you're going for.
That's what I'm going for, and I'm going for a 3/4 right there. Do you remember my being so shy?
Do you remember my being so shy? Do you remember my being so shy? Would that work?
Yeah.
Let's speak that one time.
Yeah.
Do you?
Easy, easy. Listen. Do you listen? Do you remember my being so shy? Speak.
Do you remember my being so shy?
Listen. Remember my being. Say.
Remember my being so
Ta 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 ta. Right. Listen. Do you remember my being so shy? Speak.
Do you remember my being so shy?
It's not so I just watched Bicentennial Man, which is a fantastic, if obscure movie, but it's about Robin Williams plays a robot, and he gets damaged, and he goes, so shy. And he would get where he'd have to like shake himself to get out of the moment. Anyway, but it felt like that. So shy, but it's so shy. We wait until the last second to put that SH on. Say, speak it again. Do you remember?
Do you remember my being so shy?
Ah, because it's so shy. You're almost trying to make the excuse. I was so shy. Do you remember? And he says, well, yeah, you were like a wallflower. You were so timid. I would have said yes. I would have gone out with you. I would have done anything to be with you. Of course he remembers. You're asking a question you already know he knows the answer to. Of course you were shy. That's why you never said anything. So speak it one more time. We're still listening. Do you remember my being so shy? So shy. So shy. Ah, you see? Because he's not going to go, so shy. He's not going to do that. So shy. It's where it hit, not where I start turning. So shy. Ah, you see, it's the hit where you put the SH on. So you have to stay in that sound of oh. Say, speak it again and direct it this time. Do you? Ah, my bad. Here we go. And do you remember my being so shy? Ah, there we go. And I would not give them the RE of remember. It's not do you remember. It's do you remember. So direct, he'll direct mem, and you'll put in the re. Right there. And do you remember my being so shy? So let's direct the ones of the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So watch and do you remember my being so? So I'm just going to direct one, okay? And then when I get to so, shy, and do you remember my being so shy? Ah, how easy is that, right?
Should be easy.
That's easy.
Right.
You have to trust.
It is easy.
Did you notice how much they were with me?
I did.
Yeah. And why? I did less. I did less.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Speak it with Bill. Here we go. And
Do you remember my being so shy?
aha! Woohoo!
Together we can do it.
Okay, so it's when we get there, we'll sing it with if I can get the chord right there. I can't remember. Oh, you can't start there. It's hard for me to start. I never can tell you, but when we get there, it's do you remember my being so shy? You're going to want to get to shy early.
Yes.
Guarantee you, you're going to want to get there early because your muscle memory is going to take over. Don't do it. See if you cannot be that person. The so has shape to it. I love you. So shy. Do you see the shape of that?
Yeah.
It's like a little mushroom or a little flower. Oh. That's what we want. I love it.
Never could tell.
Where does it start? Emotional breath. Remember, you're just opening your eyes and you see it for the first time. So again, think of destination. If we go, I never could tell, that's slow. But I never could tell you I love. I'm still aiming for love.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I never could tell you I love you.
Breath.
That summer of
More confidence. Quicker breath.
I never could tell you I love you, but darling,
goes, yeah, I remember. And you say, well, you were crying too. Come on. That's this tender moment when you say, come on, don't give me that. You were right there with me. That's the flip, right? You say, you remember I was shy? You were emotional too. That's feed it back, right? Feed it back at him. And do you remember? Do you remember? Remember how we're doing that? Do and. Do you remember my being so shy? Have you forgotten the tear in your eye? Great, okay. Remember the 9 we did at the beginning?
Yeah.
There's another one.
9 there?
We're not, it's not enough.
Right.
The chording, I happen to know the arranger. The arranger had an idea here. This was going to be one of the subclimaxes.
Right.
Okay? It's too early to go there, but the idea is that there are going to be moments that lead to the eventual payoff in the song, right? And this is one of those moments, okay? And so that means, do you remember my being so shy? Have you forgotten the tear in your eye? I never could tell you I loved you. What an idiot I was. If I'd only said something, can you imagine the life we would have had? Can you imagine? Just think of it. That's the emotions behind this. This is why this one has to really have some payoff to it. Start at do you remember? Do you come on, Billy, you didn't direct it right, and they didn't sing it right. Do you? He goes, do you remember? You see the little hesitation? Do you remember my being so shy? Bases that move up right there. That has to propel us into that breath. Here we go. Do you remember my being so? He was that guy.
You gotta direct the football there.
The football, and so,
Direct the football.
I know, I just am not getting to it, so, all right, I'll get through this. Here we go.
Do you remember my being so shy? Have you forgotten the tear in your eye?
Keep going.
Could tell you I love you.
Don't stop. Your hands stop. It was great. We were doing fantastic. I love you. And then you just stop your hand and then you went, for I loved you, for I left my song unsung. And then we're going to have that moment to come back down. Want you in July, August night. Okay? So we have that song unsung. That's that point right there. We're headed towards that.
Okay?
You did okay, and then you didn't respond, so he started directing them all. Remember my being so shy. And I would not pull back. They can't see that.